You may have gathered that the automatic promotion was way out of reach, and it just wasn't going to happen even from the end of the last video. But it was our best ever finish in terms of points by quite a long way. In fact, it was our biggest improvement in terms of points in the whole save. So that gives me some hope that maybe this year could be the year that we finally crack these playoffs. Fingers crossed, folks. So, having finished second in Serie C, just quickly show you our best ever finish. We ended up actually only 2 points behind, although the title was actually gone up with 3 games to go, I believe. It does mean that we are straight into the quarterfinal stage of the playoffs. So let's find out who our opponents could be. No one here who particularly scares me, I have to say. Monterossi play, Pescara, Cittadella, Taranto, Reggiana, and we've got Monza away. So I say Monza away, but of course it's two-legged, isn't it? So ignore that. So Monza first, followed by Monterossi or Albinoleffe, and then the final will be against one of the other teams. So that's who we will play, and I will be back with you when that first Monza game is ready. So here we are, entering the playoffs at the quarterfinal stage for the first time in my time at Zaffarana. And we have Monza away to begin with. And here we have the team. Confente, Barbieri, Colucci, Delicari and Di Marco in defence. Bro, Belloni and Gioldi in that midfield. And Di Chiara and Bangula behind Castelli up front. Let's try and make sure that we can head into the semi-finals relatively easily. Monza certainly a team that you ought to be beating. I've had a quick look through, and there are a couple of teams who are going to be tough, but Monza shouldn't be one of them, really. Bro breaks through the midfield, and Mbangula, I need to get that name right. Mbangula goes close. Duelo Mbangula. Delicari. Barbieri. Finds Bro. And nothing comes of that attack. Can we keep them out? We can. Di Chiara with the corner. Goes nowhere again. Promising positions, but we're wasting them. Gioldi decides to shoot, which with Gioldi I don't mind that because we know he is capable of doing some special things from that kind of range. Delicari to Belloni. And Bro's there! Gets on the end of the Mbangula pass. Finds him nicely, and Bro makes it 1-0. And we take a lead away from home in this first leg of the quarterfinal. Mbangula's through again. I think, by the way, it's Monterossi or Albinoleffe will be playing in the next round. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that tie as well. D'Amico picks up in midfield, and we've defended it well. Di Chiara. Di Marco. Back to Di Chiara. Fouled Castelli there. And his red card. That's got to be good news for us in terms of this tie. Half an hour to go. We're going to make our normal substitution. Francesco Rolla coming on for Di Chiara. Bring off Bro for Benedetti as well. Bring on Gomez for Mbangula. Rolla gets the cross in, but finds Belloni. Gioldi, Belloni. Castelli shoots. Castelli makes it 2. And that should give us a nice, easy game in that second leg. Fantastic performance today to win this away from home against, yes, a team that we should be beating, but nice and convincing. No real concerns about going through here. Gomez takes it forward, finds Castelli. Castelli can't quite finish it off for the tie. Bring on Lamana. A bit late now, actually. Not sure he'll get on. He won't get on. And it's a very, very good win. We're back for the second leg in a second. And we're back for the second leg. Hopefully a fairly routine one coming up. You've ready a game. Played Manarelli as well. Just a bit of rotation, really, because got a lot of games coming up. All of these players are likely to be featuring again in other points in our playoff race. And here we are. Confente, Barbieri, Bedini, Delicari and Manarelli. Behind Belloni, Bro, Gioldi, who are behind Di Chiara, Mbangula and Reddy. It's really focused today. It's not going to be easy, even though we're 2-0 up. It's not an easy win by any means. We need to make sure that we keep this form going. I don't really want to settle for a draw here. I want to win this game and keep it going through into our game against, I think, either Albinoleffe or Monterossi. Di Chiara's through. Di Chiara misses. I've also noticed, by the way, that I've accidentally managed to bring in Confente for Martin, and I don't quite know why. No goals anywhere in these playoffs at the moment. over half an hour in, we've barely had a highlight. DiMaggio, Romeo takes it and Ready passes to it. And then Begula's there. Right, fairly run-of-the-mill half there. It doesn't matter as far as going through is concerned, but if we want to win these playoffs, we're going to need to start being a little bit more decisive. Because it may not matter for this game, but it will. You can bet it will matter later on in this competition. We've still got 2 teams to get past if we're going to get promotion. You see, they're threatening to make this a game at the moment. They really are. Agioni. Right, and Bangula making way for Di Marco. Oh, close there from Belloni. Oh no, it's Bedini, I think. And we know what the next substitution is. Di Chiara for Rolla. Probably the most common substitution I've ever had in Football Manager. I don't remember any save where I've ever had such a regular substitution. Di Marco. Gildi. Ready, finds Di Marco, and that puts it beyond doubt. Also means that we keep up our winning run, which is quite important, I think, just to keep that momentum going through to these tougher games. It looks like it might be Reggiana. No, it wasn't Reggiano Chanto. It was Ambino Leffe, wasn't it? Did they beat Monterossi? No, Monterossi did. So it looks like at the moment it might be Monterossi. Roller's there. Bro and Reddy's nearly makes it 4. Benedetti coming on for Gioldi now. It looks like Monterossi will be our opponents in the next round. Short of a surprise late goal here, it will indeed be Monterossi. So that means that it will be Reggiana against Cittadella and us against Monterossi. And one of those teams is going to get promoted. Hopefully it'll be us, of course. We'll be back for the Monterossi game in a few days' time. Right, and our second semi-final, I think we got there last year, didn't we? Yes, we did. We lost to Bari last year. Second semi-final is against Monterossi. I feel like they're a little bit more beatable than Bari. So hopefully this might be our first appearance in a final in the playoffs. So hopefully we are 2 games away from a final and 3 games away from Serie B. It'd be nice to finally get this league cracked. It's been a while. We'll be a little bit cautious in this game because we don't want to lose and have to really go for it at home. A draw here would be wonderful. I'd snap your hands off for a 0-0 right now. Just make it a single-legged affair at Zaffarana. Di Chiara to Colucci. No away goals either, remember, so that's not an issue here. Brigliadori, Belloni, Riella, and Banguela! Banguela has got the goal, which we don't need, but it's going to be very, very, very helpful. It gives us that little bit of breathing space. It means if we do make one mistake in this game, I'm still pretty pleased with the performance. I mean, if we can win this game, obviously that's going to be even better. But we do have that little bit of breathing space in this match now. And Bangula, I have to say, he had a really poor start, but he started to become a little bit better recently. He's had a few good games. Average rating in the last 5 games, 7.58. Wasn't so good in the previous game. Came off after just over an hour at 6.7. But other than that, he's been pretty good recently. Piazza crosses the ball in and Confente holds it nicely. Not quite sure where I've gone for Confente ahead of Marson, who's been our goalkeeper all season. I think it might be a bit of a mistake. Never mind. Riella, and it's a penalty, and you know what's happened here. It keeps happening. It's just so frustrating. And there's no other way around it. I've got to just play out the game with my assistant taking care of it. Hopefully that won't lead to anything disastrous happening. A 3-0 win in the end. Seems fair enough. We were playing very well. Belloni scored that penalty, and then Riella made it 3. Look, you've seen what happens, and that is the only way I know to sort that problem out. I could now replay the game, but frankly, we were 2-0 up anyway, because we could assume that we would have scored that penalty. There's nothing I could do about that. The chances of us winning 3-0 at that point were not small, so I'm happy to accept that result. Frustrating. I don't like that bug's there. And if anyone knows how to sort the bug out, then please do let me know. But it happens so often that I need to kind of come up with a system of how that works. And if the result kind of makes sense from what I've seen from the rest of the game, then I'm just going to accept it. So the Monterossi second game should be a fairly, it should be basically a formality now, I hope. And it means that we have 1.5 feet in the first playoff final we've had. Here we go. And the other game is interesting because it's 1-1. So Reggiano, you would think, would be the favourites, given that they're at home. But we will keep an eye on that as well, with our game being, if not over, then very nearly so. Bencula is out, so we can have DiMarco in. Riella can come in for Belloni, and Confente will make way for Marcin. I think that will do. And here we go. Team's warming up. Need to make sure that we're focused, don't do anything silly, but we should really be winning this game with some ease. Here we are with the first proper highlight of the game. Di Chiara takes it to the byline and it's headed towards the goal, but Desjardins picks it up. Still 0-0 at Reggiana. Who will it be who will face in that final, surely? Got to think that 20 uninteresting minutes passed and we're 3-0 up. We are certainly heading for that final. Having said that, Brisato gives the corner and gives us a slight scare, but let's face it, even if they were to score, I'm not going to be too worried. I do feel like we are likely to get a goal at some point anyway, and then I don't really see us conceding 4, to be honest. We played Monterossi enough. We know what they're like. I'm not saying they haven't beaten us before, but I don't think they've ever scored 4 against us. Guido Gomez comes on. DiMarco just slightly struggling with his fitness, and we are going to need him in that final. Been a pretty professional performance so far. We haven't been brilliant, but we don't need to be. I'd like to get a win. Reggiana have taken the lead, by the way, so it looks like we'll be playing them in the final. It would be nice to get a win, but certainly don't need to be worrying about winning 3 or 4-0 or anything. It would just be nice to get a win on the basis that I want to go into the final in really good form, and going on the back of a defeat, even if it didn't matter, isn't ideal. And that looks like, well, at the moment, it's what we're doing. On you come, Francesco. Riella finds Rolla. Bro, back to Rolla. Cross doesn't find anyone, but Giella finds Rolla, and that's an own goal, but it'll do. And it looks like we probably won't even lose on the night, the way things are going. I'd like to get a win, though. Bro finds Reddy. Reddy can't quite apply the finish. Reddy, Benedetti, Gomez. Gets the cross into Gioldi, but Gioldi hits it just over the bar. It looks like it took a deflection. Just like that, one more goal to get that win, to keep that winning run going. It's a pretty long winning run we've got now. Gioldi finds Gomez, and there we go. We have hopefully got the win to continue our fine form in through to the final. Just hold on to it now. It looks like it will be Reggiana. Cittadella have got a few minutes left, but Reggiana very much in the box seat over there. And as we head into the last minute of stoppage time, can we make sure of that win by getting an extra goal? We may not need to, of course. Just hold on to the ball. We've got a few seconds left now. Should be enough. I think we're going to be all right here. And we are. Nice win. We've got that form going into that final. We've won something like 8 games in a row, I think, maybe more. We will be playing Reggiana, and that's terrific. Is it 8 games in a row? 2, 4, just 6, but we've won a lot. We've had 1 draw and 3, 6, 9, 12 wins and a draw in the last 13 games. That's some serious form, guys. And we've lost one game in 2027. We're in June. So Reggiana will follow the playoff final for the first time. Let's see if we can win 2 finals in one season, but this one is far more important. Right, and here we go. I said that the first cup final was the biggest day in our history. I'm not sure it even was then. It certainly isn't now. This is it. AC Reggiana in the final, and this is the game that could finally take us to Serie B. It's the first time we've been 1 game away. And hopefully this is it, because goodness me, I've had enough of this league. Right. Do we go back to Brigliadori? No, I don't think we do. I don't think I can trust him yet because of his fitness. The other question is, do we go with Rolla? I don't think we do either. I think this is the team I'm going with. I'm sticking with Confente. He's done well in the playoffs. I may have played him accidentally, but he's done well. So I'm sticking with him. And this is the team for the final. Come on, FM gods. AC Reggiana would stand between Zaffarana and their first ever promotion. After their best ever season where it looked for a long time that they were going to fight right to the end for the title. Didn't quite manage that, but we now are 90 minutes away from the promised land, or at least the first promised land, because of course eventually we need to get to Serie A. But one step at a time, folks, one step at a time. Barbieri, Riella. Reddy finds Bangula. Riella, it'd be nice to get an early goal here, wouldn't it? Riella again. Gildi, Bangula. Gildi nearly gets on the end of it, but we have a corner. And Borra makes a save. It's been an impressive start. Riella. And we get another shot on target. 6 minutes in, and we've definitely had 2 highlight-worthy shots on target. I don't know if we've had more in total, but we had two in highlights, and that's always a good thing. And now they've had 1. Let's just get the match stats up. We've actually had 3 shots, just the 2 on target. Theirs was better than ours, though. Di Chiara finds Yoldi. Oh, he should have done better with that one. That was definitely the best chance of the game so far. Really should have scored. Reddy finds Joldi. Bangula. Shot by Riella. Riella scores the goal that might be enough to take us to Serie B. Great goal by Riella. I love Riella. He's one of my favourite players in this save so far. That is an absolute screamer from him. Worthy of Gildi, his partner. Alessi. I think that's a penalty. Yep, they've given the penalty, and that's gonna peg us back. Pavone scores, and it's 1-1. It's a good start, though. We can be proud of that. There's a long way to go now. And of course, they do take the lead in next G, but the penalty is a big part of that. And we've cleared that away. We need to just be a little bit cautious for a while because we are being torn apart, and Pavone has taken it back the other way. After such a good start, we're now 2-1 down. It would be very frustrating to get this close and not quite finish off the job. Deli carry. Di Chiara's in, and Di Chiara misses. Is it going to be one of those days? We've had so many chances. And Riella's there. No, Reddy's there. And it's 2-2. Michele Reddy vindicates my decision to go with him. I wasn't sure about that one. It was one of the tougher decisions for today. But Reddy's got the goal that justifies that decision. I'm not particularly happy with that first half. Conceding the second goal so quickly after the first was really disappointing. But at least we're now all right in terms of we're back in the game. We now need to go on in the second half and get that goal to get us through. This is tough. I think for the second half we're going to switch to comprehensive highlights because it's nervy and I want it to stay that way. It's good content, folks. Good content. Deli carry. Passing it around nicely. We've done that all season. In fact, we've done that for years. Bangula. Manarelli. See, go backwards if you need to. That's fine. Manarelli. Some pressure on here. Corner. Gildi. Crosses. Can't find anyone in the box. But we keep getting the ball back. This is good. Stanger. Ex-Zaffarana player, Stanger. Bedini takes it out of defence. See, we need to stop those long balls. I don't know why we keep playing them. I'm not supposed to be playing those long balls. There's nothing here that suggests that they should be playing that kind of ball at all. And that's a corner to Reggiana Alessi. And we've cleared it. This is tense. Di Chiara. Bedini. Riella. Di Chiara's in. Oh, Di Chiara. He's missed a fair few chances today, hasn't he? Barbie. Yes! Belloni's in. And Belloni makes it 3-2. Back on track. I'm going to take off Di Chiara. You know who's coming on. Bangula. Gildi. Riella. Passing it around nicely. Just keeping the ball. Bangula. Gildi. Belloni! And that should make it safe. 20 minutes to go. But I think we're there, folks. I think we're finally there. It's taken very, 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 very long time. Far longer than I was hoping. But I think we might actually be there. Just play it nicely. Don't be silly here. Good. Hopefully limit them to just speculative chances. Roller takes it forward. Roller gets it back. Can he get the cross in? No, but he does find Manarelli. Gildi. Roller's in. Oh, tame shot. Our right wingers have been taking pretty poor shots today, I have to say. 15 minutes to go. We've got 2-0 lead, or 2-goal lead rather. Great save there by Confente. Happy accident that he's playing. Very happy. Gildi finds Reddy, and it's a corner. We've got 15 minutes to hold on. Gildi can come off the bro now. Might be Gildi's final appearance for Zaffarana. Longest serving player, top goal scorer currently. It's been brilliant, but I think Serie B might be a step too far for him. We'll see. Certainly a lot of these players will be moved on over the summer. I would have thought, we're getting promoted. Can't believe I'm saying that, finally. We're getting promoted, folks. We're getting promoted. We are getting promoted. Could make for a very, very tense final few minutes if they were to score now. Still just about in that territory. Oof. I think we might be all right now. Ready. Finds Belloni, Di Marco. Can we finish it? Yes, we can. Belloni, absolutely brilliant. He's got a hat-trick. Something about this tactic seems to bring out the goals in the central midfielders. We've had Gildi has got a ridiculous amount of goals in this team. And Belloni now gets a hat-trick to secure the promotion that we've been wanting for so long. It's there. AC Zaffarana are a Tier 2 team. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh. First promotion with this save. First promotion in the FM22. Oh, it took a while, folks. It took a while. That was frustrating. I was not expecting to do it this season. I thought once I'd missed out on the title, that probably wouldn't happen. But we've done it. And that's a big increase in the wage budget. Almost double the wage budget next year. We probably won't be spending all of that because I want to be careful. I want to make sure that we're building a foundation to really make a push at promotion in a couple of years' time. But that is absolutely fantastic, folks. We have finally done it. We're finally out of Serie C into Serie B. And we deserved it this year. Just 2 points off the title. I know it wasn't quite as close as that looks because they had it secured for several weeks before that happened. But we deserved it overall throughout this season. We really have. Some really, really good players this season. You look through someone like Colucci, who I never thought was going to make it. I really didn't. You can see he was used as a bit part player in his first full season. Had the odd game last year, but this year something happened. It clicked, and suddenly Gennaro Colucci became, Young Player of the Year in the league, but one of our best players. I'll do a proper season review shortly, but can we just take a moment to admire Gennaro Colucci, who has had an absolutely colossal season, and just thank you, Gennaro. Guys, what can I say? It's been a really hard road to get this far. I'm so happy that I finally done it. And tomorrow you're going to see a transfer window where we are pushing to try and move our way up to at least mid-table next year. Don't really want to have a relegation battle after the horrible time we've had trying to get out of Serie C. I don't want to even be close to going back down into it because that would be so dispiriting. I will be back tomorrow and you'll see who I need for Serie B. See you then.